Hi guys, I thought I'd come back and make another video. So this week I went to Dallas for work, and while I was there, I normally go with a large group of people so I don't get to actually do anything that I would like to do. Like the last time we went, I think we had like a group outing to Bass Pro or something like that. This time it was just me. I had my own car where normally we carpool. So I went there for some work that I was doing, but while I was there, I had a little bit of free time at the end of one day before meeting the group to go out to eat. So I went to a yarn shop, and it's On the Lamb. They have a vlog, but while I was there, I bought some yarn that was unique to that store. So this is Hank Me Home Tonight, and so this is candy corn. It was inspired by the movie Elf, has one of the 3 food groups. This yarn is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 400 yards. I also got a honeydew color. Ooh. Excuse me. These were actually on sale. They had like a little sale bin. I got this one. This one has sparkle. This is Sparkle Sock. It is Haunted Mansion. It's 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina, 438 yards per 100 grams. I just love those sparkles. If you've watched the show before, you know I love sparkles. I got 2 of these. All of these, this is actually a Dallas, Texas dyer. This one is I believe she's a Houston, Texas dyer. This next one, this one is the color Death Is Not the End. But I believe she told me she was Houston. It's Heathered Handmaids. This one is Blackberry Lavender. I thought these 2 could be together in a stripy shawl. This one is also Texas. Let me see if she tells me where. She does not. In the color Equinox. Like, I thought she had some pretty colors that I was like, ooh, I want them all. But I cannot get them all. This is her Lush sock, which is 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, 437 yards. Then I got this one, and this is Toon Stalker. It is the sparkle sock, so it has the same as this one. And then 2 of these, and these are syrup, also part of the elf. So the elves, these 2 and the candy corn and the honeydew were in a sale bin for $21 each at the time that I was there. These were $28, and then I think this one was $30 maybe, and then this one was, I think, $29. They're all so pretty. I have plans for a couple of them. So the 2 syrups, I'm gonna get yarn out of my own stash because I actually have this base, and I am going to either dye it this dark chocolate color or try to do this light yellow, because I do have like a goldy dye, and use these 2 skeins for the top of a woolen honey, and then do the bottom in the darker brown or the lighter yellow, depending on what I decide to go for. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I made a sweater like that before. Let me turn this one right side out. So this is a woolen honey, which is by Andrea Mallory. The pattern is, and this is one I made for my daughter. And so this is made from fiber optic yarns. So they had actually dyed fades that went from this pale yellow all the way down to this darker brown down here. And then this is the brown they sold to go with it. This has dog hair all over it. This lovely, I do not believe they dye this ombre anymore. We bought the yarn at Rhinebeck 2019, and like, she went with me to Rhinebeck in 2019 because I have a family member who lives up that way. And so we stayed with her, and she is also a knitter, and she went to Rhinebeck also. So my daughter was our pack mule. That is exactly what they called my family member called her. She's gonna be our pack mule. And so she toted an empty backpack to Rhinebeck that has a full backpack home. And so that's where, and so she got to pick out some yarn that was it's very nice yarn. It had, I will tell you, I had some problems with some knots in it, in the skeins, and while I love the color and everything, I've had some problems, like when I was knitting it, about getting those knots undone and then getting a knot that would stay. So instead I just did like the knit over the end that Stephen West does. And so I was just going to let you know that there's a North Texas yarn crawl from April the 19th to the 28th. These are the stores that are participating. So Cynthia's Corner in Gainesville, U2 Yarn in Waxahachie, Fiber Circle in Farmsville, Fiber Lady in Louisville, Juju Knits in Fort Worth, Knit Dallas in Dallas, Lone Star Yarn in Bedford, McKinney Knittery in McKinney, On the Lamb is in Grapevine, which is right outside of Dallas, Quixotic Fibers in Denison, the Cotton Mill Yarns in Bonham, West 7th Wool in Fort Worth, and Yarn and You in Farmsville. I also got a couple of stickers. I got a DFW Fiber Fest sticker, and then a Likey I'm Hooked sticker. She had them. They were free. She said I could have them. So I got those. Please note, this is not a Stanley. This is a Life is Good. I got it at like TJ Maxx for like 20 bucks or something. It's the water jug that goes everywhere. I like the handle. It's spill proof. So I love it. So that is what I got there. I was going to show you what I've been working on. So this past week I have made, I'm looking all down like you can hear me, but this past week I have made 3 tulip bulbs. So I have some chopsticks downstairs. I'm going to take my glue gun downstairs and wrap them in some green acrylic yarn that I had, so that they have stems. And then I have some other yarn I have to do some other things for that I'm not quite there yet. I have not made it very much further on this at all. I've done a couple of more rows of my fourth color. I have been having some hand problems. Like, my wrist does not hurt. The back of my hand hurts. So when I was younger, I had a bicycle accident, and friction burned all of the skin off of this part of my hand. I don't know if that's contributing to this. So I'm like, could it be arthritis from that? Or is it, you know, the starts of something? We went and looked at a sleeper sofa for our guest room, and the young man who was helping us said it could be tendonitis. So I'm probably just gonna make a doctor's appointment. I bought a compression glove at Walmart. I may buy another set, but I'm definitely gonna have to go and get like a brace, because it hurts more like after I've been like using my mouse. So I had moved to an ergonomic mouse where I hold it like this instead of like this. I think I may change it back. So I made that little bit of progress on that, and I have been making mini octopi like a crazy person. So I have 2 pinks, and I just had to put eyes on these and stuff them a little bit. So I made one of these for a friend at work. I had a lot of family members pass the last year. It was like, oh, I'm gonna make him something, cheer him up. I made him this. I made him a turtle. Oh, I thought I had one more. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's down in the corner. So I've made 2 pinks that don't have eyeballs or faces yet, 2 purples, and 1 red. So I made these. These are all out of that Temu velvet yarn, and it's a 2-point. I think some of them I used a 2.25 and some of them I used a 2.75, just whichever one I grabbed out of the bag. So they all have these long tails still hanging down from them because I have not stuffed them and closed them up. 2 of them I will not stuff and close up. I'm just going to put a face on them and eyes, and the other 3 I will stuff and close up. So I made those, and I plan on making some more of those. I left the yarn downstairs that I made these out of. Like I said, it is that Temu yarn. I think it was like $2 a skein. It's very slippery. I use a tension ring with that. So it's lovely. So what else have I done? So right down the road from On the Lamb, so when I went to lunch with the people that I was there with, we were eating, and then we were talking like, oh, one of them said they loved little donuts. They loved to go to donut shops. One of them said they loved little cupcake shops, and all of that talk about sweets made me want sweets. So since we actually had like a really late lunch, I finished up with my conference calls, and then I was like, ooh, I did that in the parking lot of the yarn store. And then I was like, ooh, I'm going to see if there's a bakery. So I searched, and there was a bakery like 0.4 miles away from the yarn store. And so I got there, and it was like it looked like a square, except it was a straight line. You know, like an old-timey square where they have a gazebo and the stores are all, you know, they have cute windows in them, and very much not like where I work. Like, we don't have window displays and stuff like that. But, just like in, you know, like locally owned cute little shops. So I walked down that street and went to the bakery. Oh my goodness. Like, so I'll have to look up the name of the bakery. I'll see if I can find it. I took pictures inside, but it was like Main Street Bakery in Grapevine. And so it took me a little bit to find where to park and then walk around to it. There was like a cute little bookstore. There was a cute little like holiday store. I took some pictures. I did not take video because my husband would not let me off the phone. I kept going, "But get off the phone so I can take video." And then he never let me off the phone. So because I was like, oh my goodness. So it was like a shared. So I will at the end of this like group those photos together so that you can see what they were. And I also took a few photos inside of On the Lamb. Again, you can go to On the Lamb to order the Take Me Home Tonight, because it is something that's exclusive to her shop. It's a brand that's exclusive to her. But the other ones, the H squared and I cannot remember the name of that other yarn. And since I've already put it in a bag, no one else can remember the name of that yarn either. I think it was like chibi, some type of cloud. Hold on, we're almost there. If I would just yank things out of the bag and throw them in the floor, we'd be okay. Well, hold on. No, we wouldn't be, because I don't think I put it over there. I think I put it over here. Maybe. I did. Charming You. She has a website also. Or he, I don't know. That dyer has a website. So yeah, stuff in there. And then I had gotten home, so I had made a third order from Signature Needle Arts. And I saw that they had mystery yarn, And so I did order one, and I got these two. This is Mawaj from Lolo Did It. And then this other one here is Nitty Bay by the Sea, and it's called Sandcastle. And it is 60/40 organic cotton and linen, 380 yards. And this is, I have no idea because they do not, okay, it's 85% super fine superwash, extra fine superwash merino wool and 15% nylon. 100 grams equals 440 yards. So I had bought that. I really like the Signature Needles size 2, so I bought another size 2. I bought 2 more, actually. Boop. Because I really like those, and I am a sock knitter. Like, I knit, there's socks on the needles all the time. I got another size 4 needle, another 3mm. These are all fixed, they're not interchangeable. And then another size 1 because I have a set. And then I bought an extra set of tips for 2 of my interchangeable needles. And this time my free gift was not a set of needles. It is this cute little crochet stitch instruction tag. So I told my husband, I was like, there's one more set of needles that I only have 1 set of that I may go ahead and order another set of. And then I basically have to be on a no spin until we go to London, because we are planning our family vacation for probably the next 3 years. Will be 1 trip to London this year for 2 weeks, celebrating that my child is graduating high school and she has chosen a college, and so woo woo, and got accepted by said college. She actually got accepted to all of the colleges that she applied for, so really proud of her. Smart, funny, wonderful young lady that she's growing into. So, but yeah, we're doing that this year. So I really think that's about it. I did that. We went to barbecue at Heart 8 in Dallas. Really great barbecue place. So wonderful. Like, you walk in through their barbecue pit, it smells so great when you're walking in from the parking lot. So highly recommend it. I will tell you the names real quick of the patterns, because both of them are free for the tulips and the octopi. They're both on Ribbler. Has free patterns. Let me see my stuff, patterns. So the tulip is Simple Tulip by Sundrop Soul is the one I made, and the mini octopus is Mini Baby Octopus AS Creativations. And I think it calls for bigger eyes than what I put on it. I put teeny tiny eyes on it, so I think it calls for bigger eyes. Oh my goodness, I've made so many of these. I feel like crochet is so much faster than knitting. So I have crocheted so many things that I actually have the pattern for on here, and there's a few more I will be doing over the next few days. Like, even with my wrist hurting, there's stuff I have to get done for Valentine's Day for my daughter. So I'll take some Advil or ibuprofen or Aleve. I'll take something and get to work. So, but yeah. But I think that's really about it. I spent all that time in Dallas. I made all those little octopi while I was there. I did a few rows on my shawl on the plane, but oh my goodness, the plane ride back was horrible. There was so much wind that it was just blah, blah, blah. I'm amazed I did not get sick. Thank you to the company that makes Red Hots, because you are the reason I did not get sick. I always travel with cinnamon, so I take Trident cinnamon gum. And then I keep Red Hots with me. Sometimes I do hot tamales, but this trip it was Red Hots, so I suck on them. And the flavor, like the strong flavor, really helps me not be sick and not think about what's going on. So I do keep them on my desk too, because in the afternoons when I can't focus, they help me focus. But I am going to wrap that up here. I'm hoping to have something amazing to show you next week. And today was a great day, and tomorrow is a good day for an even better day. Thank you. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.